Rare rebuke. Israel's foreign ministry today is slamming Elon Musk's recent series of tweets, saying they have a, quote, anti-Semitic feeling to it.
In my opinion, he fundamentally hates humanity. That's my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Soros reminds him of Magneto, a comic book supervillain.
What happens when Elon Musk, the outspoken tech mogul, goes head-to-head with George Soros, the billionaire philanthropist known for his powerful influence on global politics? Why does Musk compare him to Magneto, the infamous Marvel villain? Is this just a clash of two titans, or is there something much deeper at play? Could Soros really be using his vast wealth to manipulate society without ever changing a single law? This isn't just a billionaire feud. It's an ideological battle with global stakes, one that could reshape the future of our world. Buckle up for a showdown that goes far beyond business and wealth. This is a fight for the soul of society itself. Chapter 1. The Origins of the Feud. A battle over free speech and influence. So, how did this all begin? The tension between Musk and Soros had been simmering for years, rooted in their conflicting ideologies, but it truly erupted when Musk acquired Twitter, now rebranded as X. Musk, a staunch advocate for free speech, envisioned the platform as a digital town square, a space where all voices could be heard without the heavy hand of censorship. He promised to restore free speech absolutism, arguing that an open forum was essential for democracy. But was Musk's vision as straightforward as he made it seem, or was it a thinly veiled attempt to shape public discourse in his own favor? Not everyone shared Musk's enthusiasm. Progressive groups, many reportedly backed by Soros, and his network of organizations sounded the alarm. They feared that Musk's takeover would dismantle existing content moderation policies, turning Twitter into a breeding ground for misinformation, hate speech, and political manipulation. Was this genuine concern for public safety, or were these groups trying to maintain control over the narrative? In response, Musk didn't hold back. He openly questioned the motives behind the opposition and demanded transparency, asking who is really funding these groups that want to limit free speech. By suggesting that Soros was the hidden hand behind this pushback, Musk escalated what had been a simmering rivalry into a full-blown public conflict. This move wasn't just bold, it was a direct challenge to the influence Soros held in political and social circles. Did Musk finally expose a hidden agenda, or was he simply deflecting criticism from his own controversial vision for the platform? Either way, the feud was now out in the open, setting the stage for a battle of ideologies that would capture global attention. Chapter 2. Soros's Influence, the hidden hand behind law enforcement. Musk's criticism of Soros didn't stop at philanthropy or political donations. It went deeper, targeting what he believed was Soros's covert manipulation of the U.S. justice system. Musk zeroed in on Soros's financial support for progressive district attorneys in major American cities, claiming that this influence was far more dangerous than it appeared. Why? Because rather than openly lobbying to change laws, Soros strategically funded candidates who would alter the way existing laws were enforced. Could this be a subtle yet powerful method of reshaping society from the inside out? Soros's backing of these progressive prosecutors has sparked heated debates nationwide. Advocates argue that these district attorneys are championing necessary criminal justice reforms, aiming to address systemic issues and reduce incarceration rates. But Musk paints a far darker picture. He believes that Soros is using his wealth to undermine the stability of urban centers, effectively weakening law enforcement and allowing crime rates to soar. Are these reforms genuinely aimed at creating a fairer system, or are they part of a calculated effort to destabilize American cities? Musk's point is clear. If you can control how laws are enforced, you can control the outcome of justice without ever needing to change a single piece of legislation. It's a form of quiet manipulation, one that operates under the radar, yet holds tremendous power. By selectively supporting prosecutors who are soft on crime, Musk argues, Soros is indirectly contributing to a rise in lawlessness and social decay. Is this really about progressive reforms? Or is it an orchestrated attempt to erode the rule of law? For Musk, the answer is obvious. This isn't about justice, it's about control. He sees Soros's influence as a deliberate attempt to destabilize America's cities from within, creating chaos that serves a broader, more insidious agenda. Chapter 3: The Magneto Comparison. Controversial swipe or sharp insight? The feud took an unexpected twist when Musk made a provocative comparison, likening George Soros to Magneto, the complex Marvel villain. On the surface, this might seem like a flippant remark, but Musk's analogy carried deeper implications. Both Soros and Magneto share a traumatic past as Holocaust survivors, but Musk suggested that, like Magneto, Soros had turned his past suffering into a rationale for manipulative and authoritarian behavior. Was Musk simply making an edgy pop culture reference, or was he drawing a parallel that implied something far more sinister about Soros's motivations? The reaction was swift and fierce. Critics accused Musk of anti-Semitism, arguing that his comparison played into long-standing and harmful stereotypes about Jewish people wielding secretive global power. Could Musk's analogy have been more than just poor taste? Advocacy groups, including the Anti-Defamation League, ADL, quickly condemned the remarks, calling them not only offensive, but also dangerous, as they echoed age-old conspiracy theories that have historically targeted Jewish communities. Did Musk cross a line, or was he intentionally stoking controversy to expose what he views as Soros's darker agenda? Despite the intense backlash, Musk refused to back down. He doubled down on his statements, insisting that Soros was using his immense wealth and influence to push harmful policies that destabilize society. Musk's unwavering stance only fueled the fire, leading many to ask, is he genuinely concerned about Soros's impact on global politics, or is this a strategic attempt to frame Soros as a real-life supervillain pulling the strings behind the scenes? For Musk, the comparison wasn't just a rhetorical jab, it was a pointed critique, casting Soros as someone whose seemingly benevolent actions conceal a deeper, more manipulative intent. But does this narrative hold water, or is it just another dramatic move in an escalating war of words? Chapter 4: A Clash of Worldviews. Free Markets versus Government Control. Beneath the public spectacle of the Musk-Soros feud lies a deeper ideological divide, one that pits two fundamentally opposing worldviews against each other. On one side, we have Elon Musk, the self-made entrepreneur who embodies the spirit of innovation and the power of the free market. Musk argues that the world's biggest challenges, from climate change to space exploration, can only be solved through entrepreneurial vision and technological breakthroughs. For Musk, government interference is a roadblock that slows progress, stifles creativity, and drags industries down with bureaucratic red tape. But is Musk's vision of unregulated innovation truly the key to a better future, or does it risk putting too much power in the hands of a few? On the other side stands George Soros, a billionaire philanthropist known for his progressive activism and strong belief in government intervention. Soros has spent decades advocating for policies aimed at reducing inequality, combating climate change, and ensuring social justice. He argues that without robust government oversight, corporations are free to exploit the system, widening the gap between the rich and the poor. Soros believes that regulation is not a hindrance, but a necessary framework to protect the public interest. Is he right in claiming that unchecked capitalism leads to social decay, or is he pushing for a system that undermines individual freedom and innovation? This clash of philosophies has transformed their rivalry into a global debate. Should we place our faith in the ingenuity of entrepreneurs to drive societal change, or do we need the guiding hand of government regulation to ensure fairness and equity? For Musk, the answer is clear. He sees Soros's approach as a threat to progress, arguing that government intervention often creates more problems than it solves. To Musk, Soros's vision represents an outdated mindset that prioritizes control over innovation, stifling the very spirit that has fueled humanity's greatest advancements. Meanwhile, Soros views Musk's laissez-faire ideals as dangerously naive, insisting that without regulation, the pursuit of profit will always come at the expense of people and the planet. Is this ideological battle a fight for the future of global capitalism, or a reflection of a deeper tension between individualism and collective responsibility? The stakes are high, and as these two titans continue to clash, the outcome of their conflict could shape the economic and political landscape for generations to come. Chapter 5. Financial moves. Soros sells Tesla stock. The feud between Musk and Soros didn't just play out in ideological debates. It had real financial consequences that sent shockwaves through the markets. In 2023, Soros's investment firm, Soros Fund Management, made a surprising move. It sold off a significant portion of its Tesla shares at a time when the electric vehicle giant was facing heightened volatility. The timing of this sale was seen by many as more than just a routine portfolio adjustment. Was it a calculated financial strike against Musk, or simply a response to market uncertainty? The sale came at a critical moment for Tesla. Musk's controversial political statements and his public stance on free speech following his acquisition of Twitter had already divided public opinion. Investors were growing wary. Tesla's stock was fluctuating under the weight of increased scrutiny and media backlash. Soros's sudden decision to offload his stake in Tesla added fuel to the fire. Was Soros signaling a lack of confidence in Musk's leadership, or was he using his financial power to send a message about the dangers of mixing business with polarizing politics? Musk, never one to shy away from confrontation, saw the move as a direct attack. To him, it wasn't just a financial decision. It was a strategic maneuver designed to weaken his company and undermine his influence. But was this really part of a broader agenda by Soros to hit Musk where it hurts, or just a savvy investor minimizing risk in a turbulent market? The truth remains elusive, as Soros has remained tight-lipped, offering no public explanation for the sale. For Musk, the implications were clear. He believed that Soros was using his wealth and investment power not just to influence politics, but to actively challenge him on the financial battlefield. Could this be the latest chapter in a high-stakes chess match between two billionaires, each trying to outmaneuver the other? Or was it merely a shrewd investment move with no hidden motives? The lack of transparency from Soros has only fueled more speculation, leaving analysts and onlookers to wonder whether this was a sign of deeper cracks in Musk's empire, or a calculated effort by Soros to destabilize his rival's financial standing. Chapter 6. Global Implications. A battle over the future of society. This feud between Musk and Soros goes far beyond a personal rivalry. It has the potential to reshape global politics and business landscapes. On one side, George Soros wields his influence through the Open Society Foundations, an organization that has poured billions into initiatives supporting democracy, human rights, and social justice around the world. For decades, Soros has been a formidable force in shaping policy, funding movements that push for government intervention to address systemic issues. But is Soros's philanthropic activism truly about promoting justice? Or is it part of a larger agenda to centralize control and expand his ideological reach? Meanwhile, who sees the future in the hands of innovators in the free market? Through companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and X, Musk has positioned himself as a disruptor, breaking through traditional barriers and challenging the status quo. He argues that the solutions to humanity's biggest challenges, climate change, space exploration, and sustainable energy, lie in technological advancements, not in regulatory frameworks. But does Musk's vision of unchecked innovation risk creating a world where corporate interests overshadow public welfare, or is it the key to unlocking progress at an unprecedented scale? Their clash represents a larger ideological debate with far-reaching implications. Should we rely on government intervention and policy reform to tackle global issues as Soros advocates, or trust in the ingenuity of entrepreneurs and the dynamism of the free market as Musk believes? The stakes couldn't be higher, as this conflict could influence everything from international regulations on tech and finance to debates on free speech and market control. Is the future of our society better guided by the steady hand of governance or the daring risk-taking of innovators? As Musk's influence continues to expand beyond the realm of business into the political arena, he is becoming a key player in shaping public discourse on critical issues. His outspoken views on regulation, censorship, and market freedom are challenging traditional power structures, sparking debates that could redefine the role of technology in our daily lives. Soros, for his part, remains a powerful advocate for progressive causes, using his wealth to back policies that he believes will protect democracy and promote equality across the globe. This ideological conflict between Musk and Soros is not just about two billionaires vying for influence. It's a symbolic struggle over the direction of society itself. Will the future be defined by regulatory frameworks and collective action, or by the disruptive force of individual innovation? The outcome of this clash could have lasting repercussions, setting the tone for how governments, corporations, and citizens navigate the challenges of the 21st century. Chapter 7: A battle of ideologies with global consequences. The future at stake. In the end, this clash between Elon Musk and George Soros transcends mere personal animosity. It's a confrontation between two competing visions for the future of our world. On one side, Elon Musk embodies the spirit of technological optimism and the limitless potential of entrepreneurship. He believes that the key to solving humanity's biggest problems lies in the hands of innovators, driven by the power of the free market. Musk's vision champions the idea that with bold, risk-taking, and groundbreaking technology, we can tackle everything from climate change to interplanetary travel. But does this relentless focus on innovation risk sidelining broader societal needs, or is it the only path forward in a world burdened by outdated systems? On the other side, George Soros represents a contrasting worldview, one grounded in the belief that government oversight and progressive policies are essential to ensure justice, equality, and stability. Soros advocates for a model where regulatory frameworks and policy reforms address systemic issues like income inequality and climate injustice. To him, unchecked corporate power and the pursuit of profit without accountability threaten the fabric of democracy. But is Soros's approach a necessary safeguard against corporate excess, or does it risk stifling the very innovation needed to drive societal progress? This ideological showdown has far-reaching implications, sparking debates that go beyond the boardrooms of Tesla and the philanthropic offices of the Open Society Foundations. It's a battle that raises fundamental questions. Should we trust the vision of disruptive entrepreneurs like Musk, who believe in the power of free enterprise to reshape the world? Or do we need the guiding hand of government regulation, as Soros contends, to protect society from the unchecked ambitions of billionaires? As long as Musk and Soros remain on opposite ends of this ideological spectrum, their conflict will continue to influence global discourse on politics, economics, and the role of wealth in shaping society. Will this ongoing feud serve as a necessary clash of ideas that pushes us toward a better future? Or does it expose the dangers of letting a handful of powerful individuals steer the course of our world? One thing is certain: the outcome of this battle could set a precedent for how we address the most pressing challenges of the 21st century, from environmental sustainability to economic inequality. So where do you stand in the Musk-Soros rivalry? Is this an essential debate about our collective future, or a troubling display of the power billionaires hold over global issues? Let us know your thoughts and join the conversation about the fate of our world.